You're welcome back. This is Breakfast Daily, and so privileged to have my co-host back. How has it been out there with the guys?
They were angry. And they're angry primarily because they feel as though their leaders have let them down.
Okay.
Yes, a lot of them are saying that, yes, the government has issues, and they have issues with the government, and the fact that the prices are just going up and there seems to be no control. But they're blaming their leaders also because they feel as though you are there to negotiate on our behalf. We can't go to government, you can. So, there's all of that angst going on there on the
ground. So we can be blaming and counter-blaming,
but I hear today there'll probably be some resolutions, so hopefully.
Well, we are being hopeful about that. So there are things that you cannot control. You probably only just need to adjust, but there are some others that you can control. And one of such is your nutrition. And that is why we are here. And Akosi Akonedu is joining us to look at how nuts can enhance energy levels and professional output. I have no idea, So in other words, this can also be some kind of fuel that we are talking about.
Is.
But this fuel, you can control, the price associated with this. Welcome to Breakfast.
That was wonderful rhyming there. It's always a pleasure.
EAH is coming, so polishing my rhymes and bars.
Yeah. How are you doing?
I'm fine, thank you.
Fantastic. I'm well, very well. All right, so explain to us, this whole concept of using nuts to control your energy level and professional.
Because I thought that at some point they tell you that when you eat too much nuts, it's going to give you acne and all
that. It's even good for correcting acne.
Look, right, I don't even know what else we should do again. So you tell us about this.
So nuts belongs to the pulses, nuts and seeds family, or the leguminous family, under the 4-star diet categorization of foods. So the World Health Organization wants us to categorize foods into 4 stars. We have the animal products and protein. We have staples, what we call the starches. We have the fruits and vegetables. And then we have the the pulses or the legumes family. And so nuts sit there. And it's amazing. Nuts has lots of minerals and vitamins, almost all of them in there. And so today we are focusing on 5 of them. We are focusing on the granuts, the banana people like ourselves. And then we are focusing on cashew nuts. We are focusing on almonds. We are focusing on Brazil nuts. And then tiger nuts. So we'll take it one after the other, know what sits in there and whatever sitting in there does for your body as far as helping with the topic is concerned. So quickly, we'll go to the first. Granuts has vitamin E, magnesium, folate, copper, and arginine. We focus on the 3, vitamin E, magnesium, and folate. And then tiger nuts, blessed with vitamin C, it has potassium, zinc, calcium, magnesium, iron, B6, and fiber. That's why a lot of men love the tiger nuts. We'll get
B6
there. So I'll focus. Yes, B6 is the energy. So we focus on some of the key.
For the tiger nut, I have special respect for the tiger
nut. And then you have cashew nuts, very low as far as sugar is concerned. So I say that this is something very, very clean for somebody who is constantly having blood sugar spike and diabetes, because we are trying to, we are always trying to make sure that they are going low and then taking foods very low as far as glycemic index is concerned. And when we talk about glycemic index as far as sugar spikes and diabetics are concerned, it is how quickly what you consume is able to be converted into sugar for your body to use up. There is a reason why we say don't do fizzy drinks if you have those conditions. It is because that one introduces sugar straight into your sugar. And so as soon as we draw blood samples, there is no need for it to even go through digestion. That is why if you have hypoglycemia as a diabetic and you have low levels of glucose, we can put 3 cubes of sugar in your mouth, add a little of water, and that can save you before we take you to even the hospital. Or sometimes the drinks, we open it and give you half of the bottle just to make sure you have some
An instant
you
supply
have
of
instant
sugar into your blood.
supply of sugar to your blood. So if you're somebody with diabetes, if you're constantly having blood sugar spike, which is a precursor for you being diabetic eventually, if you have gestational diabetes, there are people you can't even say they have the diabetes because they are pre-diabetic or having sugar spikes, but your chances of falling there is greater as compared to somebody who has regulated levels. And then Brazil nuts, we have magnesium, zinc, calcium, vitamin E, and selenium. I'll focus on the selenium there. And then we have, it is low, it contains 0 cholesterol. So as far as improving on your LDL cholesterol levels are concerned, this will also help because we are always saying
is that the Brazil nuts?
Yes.
Okay.
Stay away from foods that introduces cholesterol to you because those ones are loaded with the LDL and they raises or they push you as far as your risk of having heart issues are concerned. And so you need to make sure you are taking something that gives you the good that you need. And then almonds, vitamin E runs through them all. Magnesium, fiber, unsaturated fat. So even classification, the categorization of foods we eat, there is a section for essential fats.
Yeah.
And so we make fat looks like it's evil. It is not evil. We need fat. You need fat to have that warmth sometimes you need.
Yeah.
And so it is very important that we take healthy fats, and nuts are blessed with healthy fats. Just like you pick salmon and it's blessed with omega-3.
Yeah.
Those ones are also blessed as far as fat is concerned.
So this looks like the seed of the abrafonkate that we eat.
Yeah, you're taking me back there. So let me correct this. Last week we spoke about what do you call it? Dates, and then michingoro.
Yeah.
So I went to the the Gao people who sell it just to get the clear difference.
Yeah.
Yes, they are different. Dates are not michingoro. They are different from michingoro. And so I wanted
Which
to
one is
state.
Michingoro?
No, you know there's the bitter cola. Bitter cola.
It look a little bit oval.
Yes.
Than
Like the cola,
dates.
cola, we know.
Yes,
the
cola.
Okay.
No,
But cola is not there.
No.
So some
So
people.
there is one michingoro.
Yeah. So there's this hard nut.
Is it the one they sell in traffic?
Yes.
Okay, like they tie it
tie
in
a little-
small rubbers
yes,
and sell it. Okay,
it's
also-
bitter, right?
So
It's bitter cola.
there is confusion. Sometimes they sell that same thing, and it's like, even
The same
growing
people
up,
sell the dates.
we were confusing it. So it came up in the conversation last week, and I decided to go look for it, go to those who sell it themselves. So I found one, and I asked, he showed them to me. So I wanted to correct it so that we are all on the same level. So thank you so much for bringing that one up. And so that is it. Let's take vitamin E. Vitamin E, very, very important as far as preventing your risk of coronary heart diseases.
Okay.
And then vitamin E will help you as far as your eye health is concerned. Vitamin E is one of the 8 key nutrients needed by all human beings as far as Earth is concerned to boost on your immunity.
Okay.
And so if you are having vitamin E from the nuts, you are not just doing good to your eyes, you are not just preventing your risk of coronary heart diseases, you are not just lowering your risk of cancer, you are also helping as far as your immunity is concerned. And if your immunity is improved on, then it will definitely affect your energy levels. Koku was on TV. I was watching him at Seko. He quickly has jumped here. There is energy at work.
Not energy.
So it means that you are getting all this in just one simple, a handful of nuts.
But you know, when for women, you know, we will pay anything for flawless skin. So where did that information come from? That when you take a lot of nuts, you are getting acne.
It is the portion. So we'll get there. So let me just talk about it. It's about portion control. Our people, because, oh, Frema, I have the money, I can buy any amount of peanuts I want to chew. I'll buy the bottle 3 cedis and kill everything instantly. And sometimes, because you have a busy schedule, you have to fly into meetings after breakfast daily here and there. You think picking on these things don't end up, but they are loaded as far as calories are concerned. And doing it too much, what is too much? The appropriate serving for granules. You see the small cup we use for disposable cup we use. That is a cup.
Okay.
1/4.
So that's like 100 ml. Size
1/4 100. So 1/4 of that is
But
a
that's not
serving.
enough.
That's a handful.
That's why the breakout comes.
Because if you are eating banana
So you see,
and
that is one thing
you
about
eat it like
that
ampesi,
is-
you know, you're just rolling it.
that is one thing about nutrition. If
Yeah.
you cross, you are allowed to take this.
Yeah.
If you cross, this was supposed to do you good, but you've done 2. The other one will hurt you.
Yeah, it's real.
So that is what will give you acne.
So yes, it's for even some people. I take nuts a lot. I always say that our bodies are different.
Yeah.
What peanut does for my body might be doing something different. But there are days if I overindulge, you see me with pointers on my face to let you know that something is going on. So nuts are not bad, but then if you know that based on certain reasons, obviously there are people sitting there with hidden stuffs that you can't discuss here. Definitely know your skin. If yours is serious, maybe you need to see a dermatologist.
Okay.
After seeing a dermatologist, you get to know what exactly it is that is going on with you. If it is something you overindulge in, a nutritionist can easily help you do that adjustment. But I've given you the servings.
Yeah.
As far as nuts are concerned. If
So
you
it
want to
applies
do
to every
ground
nut.
nuts, you see some are bigger.
Yeah.
So
Yes.
you need to make sure that the handful makes it better, because then almonds are bigger, but they can
You'll still be a handful.
fit
Yeah.
into
Yeah.
your handful.
Then
So
cashew, you are just going to take about 4 or 5.
cashew, oh,
Yeah,
Freba,
but,
do this. A handful.
What a handful.
Yeah.
But my hand is small.
Let's
Does
say
your
eight.
hand,
Let's
does
say
your
eight.
hand size matter?
Yes.
Or I can measure with Kweku's hand.
That's no. But that's your
Why
body.
would you use my
That
hand
is
to
your
measure for your
body.
body?
So in portion control, this is for the spatula meals. This is my guide. That is his guide, because as far as you are concerned, he's a man. His bones are bigger than mine, and so his fist size will definitely be different than mine. And then let's go to magnesium. It helps in combating depression.
Okay.
The stress in Accra is making a lot of people depressed.
I
The fuel
bet you.
prices, we are depressed, Nana.
Yes.
So one way to
So
make
all
sure
the nuts have
Nuts,
magnesium,
it
or
would-
there are others that come with bigger.
almost all the
Okay.
pulses, nuts, and seed families are
Okay.
blessed with a lot of things, and
Yeah.
magnesium sits in all
So
of
we
them.
can be taking nuts more in traffic.
Don't overindulge.
I will not.
So it helps you as far as combating
I
depression.
have a very strong feeling that she's going downstairs to go and shop for
See,
more nuts,
she's a
put it into her
Ghanaian.
car and
She's
be
a
driving around.
Ghanaian. She's
Probably
not
so, but I'm not going to overindulge.
Okay,
That is
good.
a problem with
That's
our
good
people.
news.
But
Because
I'm not
if you
going to
do it
that,
well,
but I'm a proud Ghanaian. I
but
love
if
being
you,
Ghanaian.
that's what I'm saying, that
Yeah.
if you do it well, you will get every benefit you need to receive. Yes, magnesium is responsible for 100 biochemical reactions in our body.
Okay.
Your body's ability to work with the glucose you are given, or to convert whatever you ate into glucose, is responsible for some of these tiny nutrients in what we are eating. And then it helps as far as relaxing you is concerned. So after a hard day's work,
Yeah.
a few picks of cashew nuts will help you to calm down, because you've done a lot after breakfast daily. You'd have to probably be involved in a lot of activities, and so that will help as far as even regulating your blood sugar levels.
Okay.
So there is a need for you to make sure you are indulging responsibly. Zinc sits in almost all of them, and
Okay.
zinc is also very, very good as far as male fertility and female fertility is concerned. If you're a woman considering getting pregnant, you need a daily intake of 8 milligrams per day. Discuss with your gynecologist
Okay.
and probably a nutritionist, because you may need to analyze whatever you are eating to know if there is a need for you to make that 8, because it could be that you are not even making your daily need as far as the zinc
maybe need
intake
a
is
bit more.
concerned.
Yeah.
And you need it to make fertility happen. Research supports the fact that it helps as far as checking infertility in men and women is concerned. So zinc, very, very good. It lowers the testosterone levels in men. It helps as far as improving on the quality of male sperms. And so
Okay.
sometimes you are not getting hair pregnant because you don't produce quality semen and so, or sperm. So you need to make sure you are eating well. It is not just for the woman. And then it will totally help as far as improving on your chances of making a baby. And it's also one of the 8 key nutrients needed for immunity.
Okay.
So zinc does fertility stuff for you, and then improves on your immunity as well. Iron is also one of the 8 key nutrients needed for immunity. For a woman, you need
Yeah.
to make sure your hemoglobin level is 12 grams per deciliter to 16 grams per deciliter. A man,
Okay.
14 grams per deciliter to 18 grams per deciliter. So these all will help you as far as energy output is concerned, because if my blood levels are low, you see me looking down, I am unable to do well because the least thing I do, I am tired. And so there is a need for you to make sure your iron levels are improved on. The iron folate combination works, so every leafy green vegetable, every pulses, nuts and seed, and every animal protein will go a long way to help you. So even if you're a vegetarian, you have something to help you as far as your iron levels are concerned.
Doesn't matter how you are taking this. So for instance, with granules, doesn't matter if I'm taking roasted granules with bananas, or doesn't matter if I'm taking granules with omutio. Doesn't really matter how the processing is.
We need the peanut to enter. So that is that is it. So you can really measure. I know where you're coming from. For our soups, it is difficult to really measure. But then,
I'm also asking this because if you are taking it with probably bananas, you know, you just roasted it and you are chewing them. But with soup, you realize that you keep heating it.
Process of cooking,
it goes through all the process. Then tomorrow you have to take again, so you have to reheat the whole thing. Do we lose anything in that process?
Obviously, there is nothing compared to something being in how it was made or God made it. And so we can just do, so when you talk about a handful, doesn't mean that you are being skewed, but there is a need for you to have something to look up to, so that you, when you are going overboard, you know that I have to go this level, or maybe 2 of them is okay. But if you know that you are a lover of bananas like myself, and so in a week I'm tempted to do 3 times, then you need to make your go overboard, so that you don't end up putting a lot than you need in your system. But if you can do a handful every day responsibly, why not? And so after iron, we have selenium. Selenium, very good as far as reducing the symptoms of asthma. So if you have a child with asthma, you can just do a smoothie, banana, a bit of peanuts in the healthy milk, or healthy dairy, into a smoothie for this child, just to help you improve on this child's symptoms of asthma. And that immune system also is one of the immune boosters. And then potassium, very good for fluid balancing. And then potassium, very good as far as regulating our blood pressure also is concerned. And then the last one is calcium. Calcium needed for the formation of stronger bones and teeth. For a pregnant woman, this is something you should pay attention to, because the growing baby in you, the legs, things needs to form, and the bone health of that child will need to be there. And so you need to make sure that if you are not even on calcium supplements, just make sure you are eating calcium rich foods, including some of these seeds, and then discuss with your doctor if there is a need for supplementation, which is supposed to be done. It should be done for you. And so that is all you need to know about nuts. If there are any questions or what have you, you can follow me or ask me on my social. So Instagram at The Nutritionist Akosua, Facebook, LinkedIn, Twitter, Nutritionist Akosua, and you can WhatsApp me on 0243 350206.
All right, thank you, Akosua. We appreciate this.
Always a pleasure.
So, tiger nuts, cashew, Brazil nuts, all those things.
No, you have extra reason to be taking more of tiger nuts. You can go on.